And I was thinking about how I came up with this word unstuck when I created this show last year, this interview show called Unstuck: The Road to Reinvention. And I interviewed women who had reinvented themselves, some many times over. And yet I called this show Unstuck, which was the beginning of the title, Unstuck: The Road to Reinvention. And I wanted to revisit that. I took a break from the show, and I may bring it back, but I wanted to play with this idea of getting stuck, what it means to get stuck, and how to get unstuck. And so I started to look up the word, what it meant to be stuck. And it came up with things like getting stuck in snow, or getting your foot stuck in mud, or when you try to open a drawer and it's stuck, you can't get it open, probably because there's some utensil in the way. Or there's lots of ways we get stuck, right? And so I started to look at this word stuck and what it means to us as human beings. Part of being stuck can be like feeling trapped, like we can't move forward, we can't get out of a situation. And it can also mean that we cling to or are firmly attached to something, like a relationship, for example, or a situation. And I think that being stuck is knowing that you want to move forward, but something is preventing you from moving forward. Something is standing in your way. And the thing is that we all experience this. This is a universal human condition, is where we get stuck and then we get unstuck. Like we find a way to get our car out of the snow eventually, So we find a way to get unstuck. And when it comes to working some of these things out, we might need to talk to a friend. We might need to process what we're going through. And sometimes we need a professional, someone who can really help you get unstuck because they really know how to help you do that. Whereas a friend might be more empathetic, listen to you, may not have the right questions to ask to help you get unstuck. And some of the things that came to mind in getting stuck were, maybe feeling stuck in a job or a career, maybe feeling stuck in a relationship, feeling stuck in a circumstance, or feeling stuck in just trying to make a decision about something. And according to Michael Neal, who is one of my mentors, I love Michael Neal, he says that there are 9 obstacles to moving forward, to getting what you want, to creating something, or solving a problem. 9 obstacles. And here are the obstacles. 1 is, I don't have enough knowledge or information. This is kind of an easy one to fix, and I will go over that at some point. May not be this video, but the second one is time. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy. I don't feel motivated. I don't have enough money. Other people. I don't have the skill. I don't believe that I can do this. And also, I'm afraid. So those are the 9 obstacles, and they can be real and they can be perceived. Okay, so I'm not saying that if you have an obstacle that it's necessarily just a perceived obstacle, but it could be. And one of the things that helps us keep us stuck is our thoughts about any one of those obstacles. So as we start to look at the situation that you're stuck in, the relationship that you're stuck in, or whatever that is, we can start to examine what is it that's preventing you from moving forward. Looking at those various obstacles, and then looking at the thoughts that surround the situation or the obstacle, if that makes sense. So what gets you unstuck is determining what these obstacles are and then starting to work through them. Just like getting out of the snow. You're going to call a friend to help dig you out. You're going to call someone who has one of those big shovels or whatever. People lay ice on the ground to get rid of snow, things like that. So there is a way to get out of the stuckness. right? So a lot of people, here's an example. A lot of people will, like, let's say they want to start a business, and they won't start a business, or they won't move forward in their business because they're afraid of what people think. So that would be the obstacle of fear. And fear can really be a thing of the mind because when you start to examine fear, it definitely has its purpose, definitely has its protective measure for us, because when we're afraid, we just want to be safe, right? And so looking at the actual fear of what might happen when you try to move forward in business can really just be a mental thing, a thought thing. And you can work through that fear and work around the fear and take attention off of ourselves and move it more towards who we're serving in business. And that can alleviate your fear. The desire for you to move forward with a dream or a goal must be pretty strong in order for you to want to get unstuck. So, like for me, it means hiring a coach to help me be a better coach, be a better businesswoman, and tackle all the things that need to be done as a business coach or as a coach. I'm not a business coach, I'm a life coach. So what coaches do is they provide wisdom from experience, they provide tools that are helpful, and they have perspective, and they can help keep you on track. So like I said, the desire to get unstuck has to be pretty strong, and you have to want to get the help. So if you're feeling stuck, try talking about it to a friend. Try talking about it to someone that you have something in common with, or seek out a coach or seek someone that can help you move past one of those 9 obstacles and help you move forward. Because there's nothing worse than being stuck in a place you don't want to be. So if you're stuck and you want to get unstuck, reach out to me for a conversation. I'd love to chat with you about it, see if I can help you. Maybe I can, maybe I can't, but I'd love to try. And I'm going to leave you, and just message me in Messenger or DM me on Instagram or wherever you can find me, Lisa Neller, Kneller. And lisanellercoaching.com is another place you can find me. You can schedule some time with me there, complimentary, free gift. And I'm going to leave you with a couple of quotes on being stuck. So here's one. Growth is painful. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. And then here's another one. Being stuck in the past is like walking forward with your back facing the front. You'll always miss out on what's in front of you. So if you're feeling stuck, consider doing something about it, making that change, taking the leap. Don't be afraid. Someone is always there to help you. I hope you have a fabulous day, and thanks so much for being with me.